Hello guys, I think I'm live. Just bear with me a minute. My computer is, there we go. Yeah, pretty sure I'm live. Hello guys, my name is Gabriela Awad. I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I had a situation that prevented me from being here. Today I'm making an effort. I still have the same situation, but I'm making an effort for you guys, for us, for me, for everyone, because we all benefit from these healings. These healings are guided and channeled. I don't do them. I don't decide what happens. Most of the times, I am a surprise. Sorry. Most of the time, I am as surprised. There we go. As you guys, because always new things come through, and sometimes they're very unexpected. And I learn also every time I do them. So we all win. It's a win-win-win situation. As usual, I need to drink a lot of water. And you do too, if you do them, especially right before, during, and after. I mean, during, obviously, don't get out of the meditation to drink unless you really want to. But before is important, and especially after, just so you could integrate those changes in your body better. These are deep healings. They work on different layers of you. Sometimes they work on ancestors as well. Sometimes we work on the collective. Each day has been completely different. There is no order to them. So we're doing this anxiety series, which finishes tomorrow. Today is day number 6. But you don't have to do them in order. You can do them, just do whichever you're guided to do, whichever calls you. You know, when something is kind of like me here, and you really want to click on something, there you go for that. And if one works and it's good for you, you can always do it again, the same one, as many times as you want, actually. I do recommend you go through the whole series at least once, but it's not compulsory, obviously, and you don't have to. It's just that every day is completely different, and different things come through. So you will get the whole range of things if you do the whole series. Let me know how it is for you. I've gotten some very nice feedback so far. Just bear with me, guys. I get super thirsty. Just to build a little bit on what we talked about on Friday, so anxiety series number 5, I mentioned that magnesium is really important for the body, and people that lack magnesium very usually, or almost always actually, have anxiety. I'm not saying that if your magnesium levels are perfect, you're not going to have anxiety. I'm just saying that it's another factor, and everybody who has anxiety has some level of magnesium deficiency, which is actually super common nowadays because our diets don't have enough magnesium, and also our diets have a lot of the stuff that deprive us of magnesium, like coffee and sugar and all kinds of stuff that takes the magnesium away. So unless we have like a diet with lots of green leaves in it and vitamin C to absorb it, but like loads, like unless we're eating like this amount of green leaves every day, we probably have a magnesium deficiency. You can just get it tested, or you can just take magnesium. There's lots of things around, different brands, different stuff. I'm not going to recommend anything in particular. Just make sure it's something that is easily absorbable for your body, and obviously consult with your nutritionist or your doctor, your GP, or whoever you trust in these matters. Make sure it's the right doses and stuff. But yeah, I've seen it on myself, I've seen it on my daughter, I've seen it in people. And you can either take it or you can have a bath with it. I usually do both, just to kind of cover all the fronts. And it balances out quite quickly if you're taking a good amount. Also helps you sleep better. There's some magnesiums that you can take right before falling asleep. There's one in particular that's called Nighttime, and it's just magnesium in a little capsule, but it helps you sleep better. If you take it 20 to 30 minutes before you fall asleep, you sleep better, and you also get more magnesium in your body. So it's a win-win. All right. So throughout this series, we talked about different things that causes anxiety in people. So this fear of being judged, fear of not being good enough, of doing less on worse than others, like this comparison, fear of being rejected and not being loved. Most of the times we don't know why we have anxiety. It's funny because whenever I talk to you guys about anxiety, I feel my own anxiety coming through. And I normally don't think I have anxiety until I start talking about it and I can feel it, like here. Usually people feel it in the chest area or the stomach or both, but you can feel it anywhere really. There's no hard rule about anything. It's really important to try and go deep into it, see what's behind it, because the more you know, the easier it gets to kind of dissect what's happening and find ways to understand it and ways to solve it is the wrong word, just to get around it, because if it's this big elephant in the room that nobody talks about, that nobody knows quite why it's there, it's much harder to deal with. But if you know why and what stuff triggers it, and how you can feel better, and how you can stop yourself from having a panic attack before it happens, if you have more tools. Hang on a minute. Okay, don't have any paper. All right, we'll see. We'll see if I need to go and get some. If you don't have any, the more tools you have, the better, basically. And the more you understand it, the better. So it's not this big monster that you don't know how to name or what it is or why it's there. But instead, it's this thing that you know that is there, and you know what things get triggered, how it gets triggered with what, and how to find ways to relax a bit more, be less anxious. Obviously, if I tell you just relax, that doesn't help anyone in a person with anxiety. I've had friends with anxiety for years. I myself had anxiety all my childhood, all my teenage years, part of my adulthood, until I was 20, say 24, around 24, 25. I was always anxious. Like every memory I've ever had like anxiety at the base of it. And I never knew why, and I didn't know how to not have that. And now that I talk about it, I feel it, but in my day-to-day life, I don't have it. Not really, not like that. It's not all the time. There's certain things, very specific things that cause a lot of anxiety, but they're very specific. Before it was like this cloud that would take over me, and I didn't know quite why or when or how to get out. In one of the classes that I teach, I taught one of my students how to navigate emotions from the emotional scale perspective. It's really, really useful, actually. And if you want to know more, I don't know, you can send me a message or something, and I can send you links or photos. It's all over the internet anyway. You don't have to. It's available for everyone, and there are different emotional scales. People have done different measures of the vibration of each emotion. I really like. Well, I like several of them. I don't want to name a specific one, but yeah, they're really good. So basically shame, guilt, depression are very, very low vibration. They're like the lowest. And then obviously happiness, joy, fulfillment are very, very high. But in the middle, there's like 20 other emotions that people can feel. And if you're at the lowest vibration emotionally, it's really hard to just jump to the top. It's basically almost impossible. Unless you take something, I don't know. But even then, it will be artificial, and you'll go back to the bottom one as soon as the effect of what you took wear off. And that's not what we want. What we want is lasting change, don't we? At least that's what the people I work with want, and the people I surround myself with. So the way to get there is to go step by step. So it's impossible to feel, if you're in emotion 0, it's impossible to feel emotion, say, 22, but you can feel emotion 1, which is a little bit less than depression or guilt and shame. And then you can feel the next emotion up. And then once you get yourself to feel that, then a little bit further up. And then one step further up, but step by step. And eventually you get to frustration, to anger, to emotions that actually are more active. So in depression or guilt, we're really inwards and like all the energy is downwards. And we can't, it's really hard to get out because it's an emotion that makes you feel trapped in yourself. Um, a bit like grief, but it's not the same, obviously. But frustration and anger, especially anger, is very active. It makes you move. Even if in our society, and especially places like the UK, it's really hard to be angry. Like people are like, "Oh, you should never be angry," and especially for women. But in places like the UK, to be honest, it's for everyone. You're not allowed to be angry, but you can be angry in your house and express the anger somehow. When I'm angry, I tidy and clean. And I'm super efficient because I have all this energy and I need to do something with it. So I go like, like, and it gets clean. Maybe it's not the best thing to put all the anger in my house, but that's a different story. But it makes me move. It moves my energy and it moves my discomfort out of me. Depression and guilt, for instance, and shame puts everything inwards, and you just want to hide underneath a blanket and never get out forever and just be in a cave all your life. But that's not life. That's not life. It's not the life we choose, and it's not the life we're here to live. But anger at least gets us out there. Gets us out there. Sorry, guys, my English today is a bit funny. And it moves us. It moves us to do something, to achieve something, to get out there. And that's a much better emotion. At least something is moving. You know, remember we talked about that emotion is energy in motion. So what we need when we're feeling any emotion is to let it move through us. Not make it be stuck, but let it move through us. So as long as it's moving through us, it will change and it will become better. And anger becomes relief after a while if you let it out. You know, when my daughter is really angry, I give her a box. Like, I literally keep all these cardboard boxes in my attic. So one day when she feels the need to, she can just stop them. You know, we put them up. You can draw something if you want, and just stop them and really, like, with a knife, really kind of go for it and put all her anger there. She's not a person to hit pillows or scream that much. That's been another word. She's very English in that sense. She doesn't want to speak it out, which is much better actually. But if that's too hard for you, then you can do something that is a bit easier. You know, I mean, you can scream in the shower with a really loud music so nobody hears you, and you can be calm, knowing that nobody's gonna hear you. Or you can scream in a pillow. I keep these towels or stuff in the place where I do my own healings, and I scream in them when somebody else is in the house and I don't want them to hear. There's many ways. You can do a silent scream. Silent screams are really helpful. Here, I'm going to show you. So what you want to do is to move with your whole body, ideally. So a silent scream would be a bit like this. Oh, I can really go on. Can you see that my face is getting red and I'm like feeling like when you release anger? It's the same feeling, and I'm screaming in my head and screaming at the top of my voice, but in my head, so nobody can hear me. But my whole body is in scream position, so it releases some of it. Okay, one last time, just because I really enjoyed that. Okay, so that's a silent scream. It's really helpful actually if you're in a meeting and you kind of want to murder the person who's talking in the meeting. You can always ask to go to the bathroom urgently and go do some silent screams. Do 4 or 5, you'll feel better. I can really feel the energy moving through me now. Just because I did that, and nobody on earth can possibly know unless they see me what I'm doing. It's a very private way of screaming. Obviously, if you can go up a hill or in the middle of nowhere and actually scream, that's much better. But it's harder for most of us to do that, including myself. So this is another option. See, if it made me tired, because energy is moving. See, it's always moving. So there are many techniques and many ways you can find. Other ones, there's millions. But if you can move up the scale, it's really, really helpful. So that once you release all that anger, you can feel a little bit, I don't know, I don't remember the exact one that comes up. I don't remember. I don't want to say one that is actually below. So just look it up, guys. Look it up. There's several different ones. But if you look at them all, like I show my students several of them, 4 or 5, just to show them the difference, but also the similarities. They have a lot of similarities. They're basically very similar. And just choose one that works for you and try to see if you can move your emotions. It's really important to be able to move through different emotions and move out of different emotions, because we're taught to repress our emotions, to suppress them, to deny them, to pretend they're not there, and then we don't even know what we're feeling or why. And then of course there's anxiety, but it's all that repressed anger or frustration or fear or whatever other emotions that we have underneath that we're not aware of, and we don't even know where they came from anymore. They could be really old. They could be from when we were children. So yeah, there's a little homework for you if you want to explore that. And once you move in the emotional scale, once you manage to move yourself, that's the story. I knew I had to tell you something else. So one time, I discovered the scale. I had it in a book, a really nice book. I don't know why I don't want to say which book. I feel like I'm promoting all these people without knowing, so I don't know if I should do that. I'll figure it out. But anyway, I had this book that had this emotional scale. And I had read it, and it looked really good. And something happened. I was in my early 20s. This was something happened, and I was getting a panic attack, and I could tell this is a panic attack. No, actually, no, that's not true. I was already having the panic attack. I couldn't breathe. So I grabbed the book and I saw the emotional scale. Of course, I was at the bottom one, and I tried to feel the one above it. I just read it. I just read the name and tried to focus on how it feels to feel that. But I was having a panic attack. It's not like I could control much. But then I tried to feel the emotion above that. And again, try to imagine things, remember things that would make me feel that. But again, I was in the middle of a panic attack, so it wasn't easy, but I did my best. And then I tried to feel the emotion above that in this emotional scale. And then the emotion above that, and then the one 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 above that. And by the time I got to the top ones, I wasn't in a panic attack anymore. And that was the first time in my life I ever managed to stop a panic attack. Up until then, I didn't know that you could. I thought you start getting a panic attack, and that's it. You're screwed. You're gonna have the panic attack, and you're just gonna have to wait it out. But no, that time I learned to stop it, and that was really empowering and really powerful thing to do. So I totally recommend it. And between that and my next panic attack, about 10 years went by without any panic attack, and a lot of water and a lot of trauma went under that 10-year bridge. But I still managed to not have one. And the next time I had one, I don't remember why I couldn't do that, but I don't think I had the book at hand to begin with. But yeah, but it's possible to do it, guys. I've done it, and it's pretty powerful and very empowering. So I recommend it. So if you just arrived, watch the first 80 minutes of this video, because there's some good jewels there, some good things for you to explore if you're interested. And if you want, you can send me a message and I can send you some more information. So yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay. Hang on a minute, guys. Yeah, okay. Just need to tell you one last thing. So as time goes by and we gather more tools, it's not like we never made the same mistakes again, Our learning is in a spiral. So we always go through the same points again, Well, we don't have to go through the same points, but it's very frequent that we do. But we are at a different level when we go through them again. And depends on the tools we have, the choices we make, and the consciousness level that we have at the time. So just because we have achieved certain level of consciousness and certain quantity and quality of tools doesn't make us immune to things. I'm not immune to things, no one is. So we need to keep reminding ourselves and keep following the path and keep using the stuff that works for us and keep trying new ones to find more that work for us. You know? I'll tell you a story not that long ago that I think I told you a story. Let me think if I did tell you a story. The two very challenging situations happened in my life, and in one I was in a path of unconsciousness. I was going through my dark night of the soul, and I was feeling like nothing could ever help me. No one could ever help me. No one cared. I literally felt that, like in my body, and nobody would ever care. Like very dark night of the soul. I've been through dark night of the soul a few times in my life. This was the darkest by far. It was dark, 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 dark. Like I could not see the light, not even far away. And when I went through that, I thought, I'm never gonna get out of here. Never. Like how? I don't even know which way to walk, who to trust, what to trust. So I had lots of tools, but I wasn't using them because I didn't know if I could trust them or not. And I didn't know if I could trust God. Like it was a big crisis, guy. Big crisis. And then similar situations happened in my life, not that long ago, very recently actually, but I'm in a completely different place. And so instead of bringing me down, they have actually uplifted me to be like, hey, but I can deal with this. This is not hard. I mean, it's hard, obviously, but it's not impossible. I've done this before. I know how to deal with these things. I have tools I'm capable of. I have lots of support and love around me. So I feel like the opposite. Well, not the opposite yet, but pretty much the opposite. And so this similar, very similar situation was taken by me in a completely different way, in a completely different angle. And it wasn't the tools, it wasn't the situation itself, it was me. My level of awareness, my decision to see this as an opportunity, as a challenge to help me become better and not something like a curse to bring me down. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, enough talking. I don't know why I had to say that. But now let's meditate. So, close your eyes, take a deep breath. You're going to bring your energy down through your legs, through your feet, to the earth. You're going to bring the energy from the earth up, up, up through your feet, through your legs, through your hands, through your arms, through your back, through your neck, through your head, to the top of your head. You're going to place yourself on the top of your head, in a ball of light on the top of your head. Just give me a minute. You're going to place yourself on top of your head, in a ball of light, just like a little version of you in the top of your head. And the ball is going to start spinning and going upwards. It's going to leave your body and going up, 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 up. It's going to pass the clouds, leave the earth, keep going up, 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 up. It's going to pass the moon, keep going up. It's going to pass the different planets. You're safe and protected inside your ball of light. Keep going up, 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 faster, faster. You're going to leave the galaxy, keep going up. You're going to pass really quickly different galaxies, layers of lights, lighter lights, darker lights, lighter lights. Keep going up faster and faster and faster and faster. You're going to go past the golden light, keep going up. You're going to pass a yellow-like substance, keep going up. You're going to see a pink mist, go inside the pink mist. You're going to see a door or window inside this pink mist, go towards it. Open it and go inside it. And you're going to get to a place of white, iridescent, bright light. The white light is going to surround you, all around you. Keep going up until you are really, really surrounded by white, bright light. Like in front, in the back, and to your left, to your right, and below you, above you, everywhere there's just white, iridescent, bright light. Now let the white light dissolve your bubble and fill you up with unconditional love. Can we send you unconditional love? Can we send you more? And to your home as well? If you want this, you can say yes out loud. If you can't say out loud, just say it in your head. But you have to consciously want this and accept this, because we can't make changes without your consent. Can you release any energies that aren't yours from your auric field and from your home's auric field? Keep breathing deeply. Let it go, let it go, let it go. All these energies that aren't yours, they don't serve you, so let them go. And we're gonna download more unconditional love in you and in your home. Keep letting it go. Whatever comes out, just let it go. Because unconditional love just takes away anything that isn't ours sometimes. Just let it go, it's still releasing something. Just keep letting it go. Breathe deeply. That's better. One more time, can we bring more unconditional love into you? Can we show you the strength of your own soul? Feels like you guys need that. We all need that, maybe me too. It's super strong, guys. You have no idea how strong your soul is. Can we show you the strength of your own soul? And can we show you how to access the strength of your own soul? How to access it on a day-to-day basis? Okay, that's much better. And that is safe for you to access it on a day-to-day basis? The strength of your own soul? And just let the strength of your own soul, let it expand in your body. Just let it expand. I feel like it's in one little corner inside of you instead of being all over your body and all around you. Just can you let it expand? Through all your body, your arms, your legs, your feet, your torso, your neck, your head, everywhere, your hands, your feet. And yeah, just let it expand, guys. And can we bring back more of your soul now? There's some little soul fragments in different places. It's quite common, guys. This happens quite commonly. But you need all of your soul. Can we bring them back to you now? Just breathe deeply if you say yes. I felt one of mine also. I'm gonna explain later after we meditate. I hope I don't forget. Let's see what else. Can we let it expand now? Your own soul energy, your own soul strength, your own soul's light. Can we expand it through your body and beyond your body? Like so you irradiate your light outside of you? And can we teach you it's safe to be bright, to shine in this world? That's better. And can we release any hook, any cords, any kind of unhealthy bond that you might have with any person, any situation, any place? Sometimes we have hook and cords with former houses, former partners, former jobs, anything, but unhealthy. Can we release all the unhealthy ones? To suck your energy, keep you drained, keep you connected in an unhealthy way. Can we release them? Or clients. Now we're gonna do a shower of light for you, for the place where you are doing this, and your home, if it's a different place. And yes, one last time, we're gonna bring more love into you, if that's okay. And now you're gonna go back into your ball of light, back through the pink mist, back through the jelly-like substance. Keep going down through the golden light, through the layers of light. Keep going down really quickly. Go past the planet, past the moon. You're gonna come to the earth, and the ball of light is gonna come to your body, and it's gonna explode on top of your head, and all your energy is gonna go down through your body, through your feet to the earth, and from the earth upwards to the top of your head. And you can open your eyes. I hope that was helpful, that you feel better. Let me know. You can post in the comments or send me messages like some people do. Today was a bit shorter. Tomorrow we have the last one. Let's see how long that one is. I hope you're well. I hope this has helped, and see you tomorrow.